I'm Charity Wakefield, and this is Saltborn by Diane Crotty. Will I tell you a secret? Who doesn't like a secret? They never asked me why I went in, you know. They never asked me what I was doing there in the dark with the monsters, making deals, making plans. They think I wandered in there like a toothless little pup, a motherless child. No sense, no idea what I might be doing, no idea what this little grift might cost me. They think I was stupid. I'm not stupid. They think I didn't know what lay beyond the shark's teeth, the ocean's tongue, the brine, like salt in a wound, as if I were not born of brine. They think I didn't understand why you might go and see a witch, but that's because they're the stupid ones. I knew what I was going to do long before their story begins. Oh, don't be shocked. We're all friends here. We know. All lost girls know. Nobody wants to talk about it, but we do. We know it in our bones. Power and darkness wrapped in flesh. That's a witch. That's what we want. And that's what we seek out, because that's how your real life begins. That's how you start your story. You want something you don't have, so you go into the dark. You want something they don't want to give you, and so you go in and meet the witch. You go in and court her favour. The witch understands. No one else might, but she does. Doesn't mean she won't fuck you over. But a witch is a witch and a girl is a girl, and well, that's the way of the world, isn't it? Don't worry, that question is merely rhetorical, I promise. Don't you believe my promises? You see, the thing is, you know where you stand with a witch. The relationship is very simple. She asks, she demands, she might turn a magic trick or two. She needs to show you that she's a genuine article, after all. This is her big moment as much as it's yours, and you don't want to ruin it for either of you. So you haggle, or you don't. You lie, or you don't. One way or the other, though, you come out of there with your fists full of newness. It twitches, snarls, but you've gotten what you want, so you don't care. I'm good at getting what I want. So are you. It's something she and I had in common, you know. Don't be like that. And so that's what I did. I went into the dark and I got what I wanted. Think about it. Youngest daughter of the untold many. Daddy's favourite, or that's what they say. And if you don't think that's a curse, well then you're bloody blind, because they didn't see me. They didn't care. And I was tired of being a shape in a family portrait, a plot device, a thing for others to show off, like one of my many treasures from the place above. You're a knot in a chord, a note in a song when you play that game. You're nothing. And I would not be nothing. So I went into the wide darkness of the deep and I made a deal. I did what I had to do to make sure I could leave. And it's not much of a price, really. Tongue and teeth and lips and words. When they tell my story in the place above, they tell it like it's a tragedy, a cautionary tale. She gave up her voice for a man she didn't know, they say. She gave up her voice for a boy she couldn't have. How stupid was she, they ask. How naive, how blind. Or was she just so full of heat and lust and longing that she didn't care? All those questions, and none of them the right ones. But isn't that always the way for us lost girls? Did she think he'd save her, they ask? Marry her? End her story? Was she an idiot or a victim? A slattern? A whore? They say all this. They say all this without even knowing me. They don't know my story. Not really. Not at all. And when I hear this, wrapped in darkness or skyscape or deepest blue sea, I smile. Because I'll tell you a secret. Come here. Let me whisper it to you. Closer. Closer. That's it. Now. That wasn't so hard, was it? You see, it wasn't that I didn't care. It wasn't. I just knew better than to think anyone else would. It wasn't that I was too young, too innocent, too naive. They may think I made a bargain, but I did not. I knew what my voice was worth. It belonged to me. I used it every day. I'd heard my singing. I knew damn well what it could do. A low, warm, sweet thing it was. A thing that poured out of me. A thing of my own. And it was more than worth the price of escape. Yes, I do mean that. I find it interesting that you assume I do not. For there's no point in having a voice if nobody listens. No point in having such a treasure if nobody wants to hear what it says. And they didn't. He didn't. Neither Daddy, nor the boy I pulled from the blue, neither sisters, nor brothers, nor all the wild arm brethren of my court, my kin. I mean, I don't hold it against them. I certainly don't hold it against him, the boy. I mean, the boy they wanted me to kill just so I could come back home. The boy they blamed because, of course, my story must be about him. A pale, lonely thing of bone and flesh and loveliness, he was a luxury of newness. And that's how he felt against my skin. But I still left him when I needed to. I still ran, fled. Flew. I would have my story if I could not have my voice. I would steal his if that's what it took. He was but the beginning of my journey, the very beginning. After him came a life of air, and then fire, and then earth. Cold, wet, and dark, but new, not like before. Lovely, but not like before. It has been wondrous, wonderful. I'm glad I chose not to kill the boy to have it, but it would have been worth the price if I had. Eventually I will come back to the sea, you know. Come back to the ocean. I was born of water and I will return. That's the beauty of it all, the beauty in all things. And when I do, I will find a cave. I will fold it into darkness. The still beating heart of the sea will wrap around me. It will welcome me home. We both know it will. And I will wait for them. The lost girls. The girls like me. The girls who want to start their journey. The girls who know how to pay the price. Maybe I will ask for their voices. Maybe I will ask for something else. I can be fickle. I've been so much else. But I assure you they will know what they're asking for when they come to me. They will know what they are. And they will know what they want. And that's why they seek out a witch after all. You choose to start your journey, and here I am to help. And one final secret sweet, something that might not have occurred to you. If they give me their voices, I will listen to them. More than any of their kin ever did. I will listen to their voices long after they've finished their own stories, their own songs. Like foam on a wave, they will be ever present, ever living. Pale and laced with salt, and ever new, new, new. It's the magic of a voice, a witch, a lost girl. That's the magic of our stories. We're all lost girls. We always will be. And lost girls live forever.